Word spread quickly through Gislydia. Queen Astra was coming. The news reached Rerhud before sunrise, and he immediately ordered a royal escort to bring her directly to the castle. None could know the true state of the island before she arrived. For months, unrest had been growing. The people had become fearful and frustrated by the disappearance of King Purusha, and Queen vigilante groups had risen. Believing they should govern the island themselves, Rerhud had answered every protest the same way, with soldiers, chains, and prison cells. Now the prisons overflowed and his grip on power was slipping. The Queen's arrival could not have come at a better time. As noon approached, the horizon filled with sails. An entire royal fleet entered the harbor. Panic swept through the streets. Men grabbed weapons, mothers gathered their children, and church bells rang out in warning. For one terrible moment, everyone believed Gislydia was under attack. Then someone recognized the royal banners. "It is Queen Astra!" Fear gave way to celebration. Music burst through the streets, flowers were thrown before her horse, and cheers echoed across the harbor. The people crowded around, desperate for news. Had the king and queen been found? Had she come to rule in their place? Queen Astra raised a single hand. The island fell silent. "My friends," she began, "I share your fears. Search parties continue to scour the seas for my daughter and your king. We will not abandon hope." She looked across the anxious faces. "Tomorrow at noon, I invite every citizen to the castle. You will be heard. You may speak freely, and together we will restore peace to Gislydia." The crowd erupted with grateful applause. For the first time in many months, hope returned. Escorted by her soldiers, Queen Astra rode toward the castle. But as she passed through its gates, her smile faded. 3 heavily fortified checkpoints stood between the people and their rulers. Soldiers armed for war watched every entrance. The castle no longer felt like a home. It felt like a prison. Without hesitation, the Queen ordered the guards to stand down and take their rest. Confused but relieved, they obeyed. Inside, she summoned Rerhud and his generals to the council chamber. Tea and a light meal awaited them. No one spoke until the Queen finally broke the silence. "Tell me," she said calmly, "how have you turned my daughter's kingdom into this?" Her gaze settled on Rerhud. "I left you in charge. Explain yourself." Rerhud stood slowly. "Your Majesty, the people began to rebel. They wanted to replace us. We feared losing control, so we imprisoned them." The Queen interrupted. "So instead of listening to your people, you treated them as criminals?" Rerhud lowered his head. "Yes, Your Majesty." A heavy silence filled the room. "You have ruled through fear instead of wisdom," she said. "These are not enemies, they are frightened citizens." She rose from her chair. "Release every prisoner immediately. Remove their chains, treat them with dignity." Her soldiers carried out the command without delay. Later that afternoon, Queen Astra stood before the prisoners gathered in the great hall. "My fellow Gislydians," she said warmly, "I ask your forgiveness for the injustice you have suffered. I will govern this island until my daughter and the king return. Every one of you will have the opportunity to speak with me personally, and every grievance will be heard." She looked around the room. "But first, I ask for your help. Together, we will restore this castle. You will be paid fairly for your work, and together, we will rebuild the trust that has been broken." For a heartbeat, the hall remained still. Then came a thunder of applause. "Long live the Queen!" The prisoners were released and reunited with their families before leaving. Each received 2 gold coins as a sign of goodwill and a promise that better days lay ahead. When the hall was finally empty, Queen Astra quietly knelt alone. She bowed her head and thanked the Lord for granting her wisdom, strength, and peace in a troubled land. That evening, Lydia echoed not with anger, but with laughter. For the first time in many months, the island felt safe.